Which U.S. city is known as the city of brotherly love?
Alabama.
Ready, set, go.
Okay. Shalom, shalom. Welcome back to my aunt's attic. We are starting off right where we left off in the last episode. Here we go. What were you saying?
So when I was a kid, I would be trying to imagine something, and then it would, it kept getting ruined. I can't think of an example, but, say I was imagining, there's a picture on the wall, and then on its own, the picture would fall, and I'd be like, no, stop, you're on the wall, and I would put it back on the wall, and then it would keep falling, or it'd keep going crooked or something. I couldn't, get a grip of it, even if I
Are you insane?
wanted to.
That's like my sleep paralysis episode thing.
Do you want to talk about your sleep paralysis episode?
Yeah.
Josie's got demons. She's got demons in the corner of her room terrorizing her or something.
A lot of the time, I'll wake up in the middle of the night but not be, fully awake. But then my, imagination will be going. So normally it's after, a volleyball game. And I'll, wake up, but I, can't, fully wake up and I can't fully go back to sleep. So it'll normally last, 2-3 hours.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
And
I thought you were going to say 2-3 minutes. I was like, that's going to be horrifying enough, but
No.
oh my god.
And then it'll be oh, a volleyball's coming at me. Oh, I have to pass it. Oh, don't get hit in the head. And it's just a full thing. And then I can't break out of it, but then it'll just end. I don't know. But they have been, it's not always when I'm playing volleyball, but the most recent one was,
This is what you told me about the other day?
this, I don't think I normally move, but this one I fully moved with. So I woke up and Mary Grace just gave me a bonnet, last week.
A hair,
A
for
hair
sleeping?
bonnet. So I had the bonnet on, and then I woke up, and then I was, in the episode, and then someone walked in my room, and I think it was my best friend and some rando.
This didn't really happen.
This didn't really happen. This was the paralysis.
Okay.
So she walks in, and I go, hey. But not out loud. I just go, hey, and I fully ripped the bonnet off because I was embarrassed.
Because you thought your friend came in the room?
I thought she was gonna be like, why are you wearing the bonnet? So I just go, I rise, and I go, hey, and I ripped the bonnet off, and I threw it.
But you didn't actually say hey?
I don't know if I actually said hey out loud, but I know for a fact I actually ripped the bonnet. And then she came and sat on my bed and we
Oh my god, that's so creepy.
And then I was just up.
Yeah, why are you...
And then I normally will look at the clock in the episode, so I'll be I think it was 2 o'clock in the morning. It's normally ranged from 2 to 4. That's normally when it happens.
Well,
And then she just
so
sat there.
horrifying.
And then I was
Were you sitting up at this point?
yeah, I think I was sitting up.
Really, in real life? But you were asleep?
Yeah.
Oh,
And I
heck
can't
no.
break out.
Because
of
what
it.
if I had come in your room then and I was like, what are you doing? How could I know? And
That's
how
why
could I
I
help
wanna,
you?
monitor it.
Do you think if I came in and I was like, wake up, do you
I
think
know,
you would have?
You are not supposed to wake someone
Would
up.
I know it's real? Would I think you're fake? Because I know I know to a degree it's not real, but it's so real that I have to do it.
Well, that's why I think you're not supposed to wake someone up in that stage. Because
Oh my God, that would be so scary.
it twists around what's real and what's not real, and it makes it harder to distinguish.
Because my whole room is stagnant. Nothing's changing in my room. It's
Right.
just the things in my mind.
You're
So if you
hallucinating.
come in and you're moving and you're trying to, I'd think you're fake.
That's
But then
horrifying.
you'd be real and I think I'd freak.
So I shouldn't come in?
I know, but I kind of
No.
want you to.
I'm too scared. I don't mess with demons like that, bro.
I know,
That's
what
so
if you come in and
scary.
it's real?
Because what would you be doing if I walked in there and you're just talking to your friend who's not sitting there?
Ripping that bonnet off.
Hi.
So the next morning she goes, oh, how was the bonnet? Did you use it? And then I was like, oh, wait.
I had to rip it off because my friend came in the room. No,
Oh
but
my good
if
lord.
I walked in, you'd just be sitting upright on your bed. What were you doing? Talking? Or just listening? Or
I don't remember saying anything other than the head.
What?
I think your dog turned up the echo a little bit on mine.
It might be okay.
No. Okay.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Like, how would I find you? You just be sitting there?
Normally I'm laying down, but like, I'll be like looking up because I'll be like,
Oh, this is so
what's
creepy.
happening? But that time I've never like fully sat up before.
I'm just wondering, like, if I came in, would you, and I'd be like, hey, would you just be staring straight ahead? Would you seem sleepy? Like,
I want to
you know
get
what I mean?
a camera and record it.
to
see, like, what I'm actually
I'm so
doing.
creeped by this.
I have a friend who has sleep paralysis, but to like the scare, like actual scary degree, like he's being attacked or something. He's like defending himself from the other things. Like he's accidentally flailed and hurt his own wife because like he gets into such states of it and everything. He's stuck in it. It's a thing. It's a whole thing. That's terrifying. Oh my god.
Do you remember when you and Mom had a conversation, both sleep talking?
Oh my god.
We used to all sleep in the same bed. I don't know why. And
we're you know what? We're gonna bypass that
like
one. Okay.
literally all four of us. Anyway. Who said don't burn it? You said don't burn it?
Yeah.
So my dad was witness to all this because we were all in the same bed. So in the middle of the night, he just hears her go, don't burn it. And my mom, also in her sleep, goes, I won't.
That's horrifying.
That's crazy.
Oh my god. Nope, don't like that. Don't like anything about that. Mm-mm.
And then tell her about my foot.
Oh, when you hit me in the face?
Yeah.
Oh, this one's kind of weird too. Because for whatever reason, I think maybe this was around the time that like Tangled had come out or something when I was a kid. And in my dream, for whatever reason, there was like a frying pan about to hit me in the face. And then in real life, the heel of her foot hit me in the face. So like all timed together.
Huh.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Does Mom sleep talk nowadays?
Yeah. Her
I feel like
snoring is
she-
so bad.
I feel like she did a lot at Nana's.
Yeah.
This one time, Eric, when we were in Ohio, at his house in Ohio, he had went to bed and I came in, like, after I got ready for bed, I walked in the room and he was like, get the freak out of here! Get the freak out of here! You scared the freak out of me! And he was, like, sleep talking and I was like, what happened? I'm, like, laughing and he goes, you laughing at me? And then he turned his phone on. It was super bright. He goes, bright. And then he turned it off. And he, like, was asleep again.
Oh my gosh.
Bright.
As I guess it was just some kind of sleep paralysis that I've told about it before, about how I was in that in between awake and asleep. I knew I was awake, but if I just stayed real still, I could go back to sleep, so I didn't move. And two people came into my room. It was a man and a woman, and I heard them whispering back and forth to each
remember this
other.
one.
Yeah. And they started searching around my room for something, and it sounded like the man was across the room rummaging through my desk, and the woman came over and was rummaging through my side table. And I was like, they're not bothering me. They think I'm asleep. I'm just going to stay here. I'm not going to do anything. Maybe they'll leave me alone. And they were rummaging, and they were whispering back and forth to each other for a minute. I didn't move, but then I felt the blanket in my shirt get lifted away from me.
Mm-mm.
And then I was up. I was like, holy cow, what's going on? And there was no one in my
And they were
room.
gone.
So that was terrifying. Yeah. That was the only experience I ever had with, I think, any kind of real sleep paralysis of any sort, but it still freaked me out.
I remember being a kid and, like, being in a dream and realizing that I was in a dream. And I would always go to scream, and I would go, and nothing comes out. And I go, ha! And it's just, like, nothing comes out. And then my body would be, like, rolling or moving. And even though I'd be standing in the dream, I could feel my physical body, you know what I mean? Like, it would slowly start to, like... So even if I was, like, standing up in the dream, I could feel, like, my pillow on my face. And, like... You know what I mean? It was weird.
Huh.
I don't have that nowadays, though.
I had a dream one time, and there was this bear, like, on the other side of, like, a fat tree. So there was, like, a bear, and I was trying to run, like, next to the tree. But, you know those TikToks from, like, 2020 where they just do the run in place? That was, like, essentially what I was doing. But, like...
You can't run in your dreams.
No, but I was there for so long, and it was, like... It
Just
was like
running in place.
it was like a stop-motion movie. Like, it was just, like, I was just not, like... moving, and I was next to that. But all I could see was the tree, because I was trying to, like, get past the tree. But I knew I was running, but all I could see was the tree, and it was a long dream, too. So I was just staring at this tree, knowing that the bear was on the other side, but I couldn't move.
That's so weird.
It's so frustrating that you can't run properly in dreams. But I did recently have a dream where I was like lightning. I was running so fast, and in my dream, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm running so fast!" People were chasing me for whatever reason. I don't remember what, but I'm outrunning them, or so I thought. I was like, "I'm running so fast," and I look back, and they're running just as fast, and they're almost. And I'm like, I can't win either way. Either I'm so slow and they're gonna get me, or I'm fast, but they're fast too. I'm like, this sucks.
Well, I told you about the one I had recently where I realized I was in a dream and I was like, oh, I should probably fly or something. Did I tell you about this? I should probably fly or something. And I started to, I'm like, nah, that's stupid. I go like this. I went like this. I go.
And then you just put yourself back down.
I should probably try flying. I'm like, nah, that's stupid.
Oh my god. Dreams are so. I had okay, so I've told you guys I don't move when I sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty stationary. I don't know what happened the other night. I was all over the place. I don't know if it was just because I wasn't deeply asleep, because all throughout the night I was dreaming in a way that I could remember enough of my dreams I could actually visualize it. Because when you're in like your deep REM sleep, you don't remember your dreams. It's deep enough, like you're dreaming, but you don't remember them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's until I only start to remember and like vividly dream when I start to wake up.
Me too.
Because I'm aware enough to like, I don't know. But all through the night I was dreaming enough where I was aware of it, so it wasn't a deep sleep or anything. And I was tossing and turning. I was like half upside down in my bed. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I woke up all my sheets and blankets, because when I sleep, like the bed stays made around me. Not this time. That was when I woke up and I felt like I got hit by a bus. I was like, this sucks. Really bad. And now I don't remember any of my dreams, but I know I dreamt, so.
I've woken up from so many dreams, like, laughing at whatever had just happened. And then I think about it 10 minutes later, I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Like I told you the Rickrolled one.
What?
The Rickrolled dream.
No.
That doesn't make any sense. But I woke up laughing because I had a dream that, I was in class at OCC. This was a real professor that I really had. And she had, like, gotten highlights in her hair or something. And so I was like, oh, I like your hair. And she was like, thank you. And then she sat down at her desk, and she took it off. It was a wig. And I turned to the person next to me, and I go, did I just get Rickrolled? I woke up, and I was like, that's so funny. That doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
Did I just get Rickrolled? Well, I was annoyed because I'd complimented her hair, but she didn't say it was a wig, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She wasn't like, oh, thanks, it's a wig, yo. So then she sat down and took it off, and I was like, F you, lady.
Oh my god. I've done that before, woken up and, like, chuckled about whatever was going on.
Doesn't make
No,
any sense.
I wake up, right when a dream is getting really good, I'll wake up, because it's, like, high energy, like, climax of the stinking dream, and that's when I wake myself up, and so I will continue the story in my head, or I'll try to, as I'm like, I'm still not trying to go back to sleep, but almost like I'm telling myself this is what happens next, and then this happens. Or if I'm reading something in my dream, which again, reading doesn't work in dreams very well.
Whoa.
But in the dream, while I'm struggling to actually read words, it doesn't happen on the page, I'll wake up and know that what the storyline of whatever I was reading was enough to kind of like pretend I'm continuing to read, even though I'm not reading. I don't know if any of that makes sense. I'll wake up and pretend to keep reading and like make up the story as I go along.
That's super weird.
But it only lasts just long enough for me to be still like half asleep kind of thing until I wake up enough, and then I lose it all.
Yeah.
Can't do it anymore.
I had a dream a few weeks ago where something really funny happened, and I woke up laughing, and I was like, oh, I should write that down. I fell asleep, and in the next dream, wrote it in my notes in my phone.
Whoa.
And then woke up in real life, and then actually wrote it.
Whoa.
I wrote it in my notes twice. And then when I really woke up, I wasn't sure if I had done it or not.
Well, I talked about the time that I had a dream, and then a week later the dream continued.
Ugh.
It wasn't anything bad. It was me and my brother were helping somebody move stuff out of their house because they were getting ready for a garage sale or something. Mm-hmm. So we were moving stuff, and they were just like, here, I'm getting rid of all this, but you can go ahead and take all this, blah, blah, blah. And so we were like, okay. So we took whatever she was giving away and put it in our basement. woke up, no big deal. Went about my life for another week in real life. And then one night, a week later, I went back to sleep, and she calls up me and my brother, and now I'm dreaming, and she's just like, hey, I know I gave all that kind of, but I need those chairs back that I gave you. And we're like, oh, okay. So we take the chairs back to the, and it was like, it was the same continuation of a dream, but it happened a week later. It was very weird.
Weird.
I don't know. The mind is a very interesting place.
Do you ever write a song in your dream and it's so good you want to remember it when you wake up?
Nope, not that creative.
I am always writing songs in my dreams and they sound so good in my dream, then I wake up and I forget it.
I'm guessing that if you actually put that in real life, it would sound like garbage.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. You know, other things,
but yeah,
other things have come from dreams. Have started from dreams that I think should have stayed dreams.
Like what?
Twilight, but like whatever. Should have stayed a dream. Twilight, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that started out as a. I think that's what it was.
Dream vibes, honestly.
It should have stayed in the head. Should not have ever happened. Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry.
I'm still working on my book.
Yeah.
I haven't wrote anything more than like the 7 pages I wrote, but the whole story, I've got conversation. That's the frustrating thing is I wish I could just talk to somebody and just spill out all of my ideas. Because like sitting down and actually write it, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So I want to just spew out all my ideas and have someone else write it all down.
Have AI do it.
God, no. I don't want to give AI credit for something that people can do.
Do you have to?
So I want a co-writer. I got all my ideas. I just need someone to put it all together. If anyone wants to do that, hit me up. Because I've got a real good book idea. Yeah.
You talked about it on here.
Yeah.
Go check out You Steal, We Sue.
How do you know where it was?
It makes sense.
No, that was a different one.
Really?
Yeah. The one where the book world hopping, that's a different.
What?
Yeah, that's different. Okay, so I have 2 separate book ideas.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. The one I'm talking about is the one I told you when we were in school. With the energy.
Remind me. Or can we not talk about it on here? Tell me after.
Yeah, I'll tell you after. Because it's actually legitimately...
Because You Steal, We Sue.
Yeah. I've actually started writing it a little bit. And I have all the ideas. I have the ending. Well, that's a lot. I have the first 7 pages and I have the epilogue written.
I think I just remembered part of it.
It made me cry.
Yeah.
That's the part I made myself cry. Writing my own book.
Authors are so weird, dude.
Well, okay, so I was thinking about that the other day, though, because while I don't have kids, and I know it doesn't relate at all, it doesn't compare in the slightest.
She's just her toes under this blanket.
I went to put socks on and my feet are still cold.
So I know it doesn't compare at all, though, and I don't have kids, but for authors, you create these characters. You raise them. You see their character arc. You watch them grow and develop. And you watch their lives unfold. Maybe it's on paper. Maybe it's fictional. You still get attached to them. You still pour your heart and soul into these characters. And then if something happens to them, or if you have to kill one character off, you're killing your baby, man. That hurts.
Don't do it then.
It hurts.
Weirdo.
I know.
You're the one who did it.
I know. Spoiler alert, somebody dies in my book.
Well, this reminds me of what we were talking about when you were saying that authors should be, like, in office.
Yeah.
With Tiffany.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, because they're just going to kill people off for the plot.
No, it's not. But they also know how badly it hurts, and therefore they won't do that if they can avoid it.
But
I said that people should. Not in real life. Oh my god. Oh, this is so skewed right now.
Killing people off IRL.
So I read fantasy all the time, and with fantasy, they're always in like some epic war, and there's always something going on, and then you have this entire group of characters that somehow make it out of the war unscathed. No, dude. Be realistic. Be so freaking for real right now. One of y'all need to die. And I say that knowing full well how badly it hurts. I just finished reading a series where one of the characters of the group dies, and I sobbed. I sobbed my way through it. I hated every moment. I was like, we can make him alive. You can fix this. He can be alive again. No, he was actually dead as a doornail, and it was really upsetting. And the problem is like, even in the books, in the stories that I write, there are ways to kind of get around a character death, but I'm like, don't do it.
Right.
I'm reading books and I'm like, no, kill your characters. Make it hurt. Because the more it hurts, the more impactful the book is going to be, the more memorable it's going to be, and the more you're going to enjoy it. So if a character doesn't die, or I shouldn't say that, if a book doesn't make me emote completely, as if I'm not crying or laughing out loud, I probably am not going to give it a very good rating because it didn't hit hard enough. A book has to hit hard in one way or the other.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Yeah. So, as much as I hate it, kill your characters.
Not if you're a politician.
Not if you're a politician. Yeah.
Didn't a new 21 Pilots album come out?
Yeah.
And you haven't listened to it?
I have listened to it.
Oh, how was that?
That's good.
Alright.
Yeah. So, I'm not... 21 Pilots, they're still my favorite band. They always will be my favorite band. I love their music. I will always love their music. But I tend to listen to them when I am very depressed. And I can happily say that it hasn't been the case for a while. So I haven't needed to resort to listening to them.
Because you've been blonde and blondes have more fun.
That's true. I am blonde now. That's it.
Now?
Yeah, shut up.
Oh.
Always. I've always been blonde,
That's
but it's just now
interesting.
apparent.
That was an interesting little Freudian slip.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Do we want any support? Okay.
There's an entire couch here. I was going to say, I was like...
I need lumbar support. Do we want to do some 5th grader questions?
Sure. Do you have them lined up?
I just found some.
Okay, cool. Very good.
Alright, so, are you smarter than a 5th grader?
Have you seen videos of that other podcast that the guy is like, they ask questions to each other and one guy is getting all of it and the other one is just like, I hate you, I had really bad. He's freaking out because he does. Oh, I forget who they are, but okay, anyway, go for it.
Alright, number 1. A word, and I can't see the answer. A word, phrase, or sequence that reads the same forward and backward is called...
Angiogram?
Do you have an answer?
No, but I have an example.
Okay, that's not what it is.
Race car.
Race car.
Is it a palindrome?
Maybe it's a palindrome. What's an angiogram?
I've never heard of that.
That was a good answer because I was like, maybe.
It's a palindrome.
Wait,
Oh, I
so
thought
let's...
that was your guess. I didn't think you were reading it. Because you said, is it a...
No,
That was
she
my
can't see the
guess.
answer.
Oh, it is a palindrome?
Okay, but
Yes.
what... And now I have to find out what's an angio.
What is the point of teaching that to a
Gram.
5th grader? Because how often do they have those?
What's an angiogram? Like a mammogram? What is that?
Oh my god! Wow, I was so wrong!
What is that?
An angiogram is a scan that shows blood flow through
Yeah, what? Yeah, what?
I wasn't even in the same realm!
That was not close.
Oh my god.
Alright. According to the U.S. Constitution, the president is part of which of the 3 branches of government? Wow, I have no idea.
I know it, but...
You know? Let
What
me
are
think. What are the
There's
3?
the judicial,
Judicial, executive, and legislative.
and so it's executive.
Really?
Yeah.
I think the legislative. What do you think?
I was going executive.
Executive? It is. Executive.
Boom.
I'm not smarter than a 5th grader.
Wait, what are each of them? Because I forgot.
Oh, I accidentally saw the answer to this one, so you guys are going to have the answer. What is the capital of Russia?
Moscow.
It's Moscow.
My first thought was panko breadcrumbs.
Yo, so the word association game where Joe is always like, yeah, that is me.
So bad at
That is me. You know what also?
Word association, go, apple.
Pie. It took me so long to get there. Oh god. No, the other one, where you both say a word and you have to like slowly get to the same one. I don't know how to do that.
Why not?
I don't know.
Let's do it.
Oh god.
Okay. It's gonna be okay.
I don't know how to do it though when they find that middle ground.
I'll walk you through it.
Okay.
So we're both gonna think of a word separately,
Okay.
and we're gonna say it on the count of 3. But
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a second to think of one.
I got one. You give
Okay.
yourself a second.
3, 2, 1.
Blanket.
House. Okay.
Okay.
House
House
and
and blanket.
blanket.
Okay.
What might connect those two? You're not there?
I got one, but I don't know if it's correct.
Okay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Bed.
Exactly.
Oh, I did it!
It's so easy, dude.
But it's not.
Like,
Okay,
it's so easy.
It's not, because I watch other people do it, and the word I come up with is nowhere near what they come up with.
Well, sometimes people are wrong.
Oh,
Sometimes
you're
people
always
are-
right.
okay.
The same wavelength with other people.
Okay, do it again. Do it again.
I was gonna.
You wanna do it again?
I want to do it again. I'm on a roll.
I gotta think of a
I did it
word.
once.
All right. Ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Lamp.
Bird.
Oh no.
Bird and lamp.
Okay.
I don't think this is gonna happen.
Okay.
You have one
Yeah.
between bird and lamp?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't have to be like.
All right, I think I have one. I know, but that's
But
kind
like
of
the
how you play. It's
association.
the association.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Wire.
Nest. Oh, I see why you said that.
Why
I
did you
said
say
nest? Because sometimes they make like a nest on like a lamp, like the one like your
Okay.
lamp outside your door.
Okay.
Remember when the one
Nest and wire.
2
birds on a wire.
Okay.
I don't know.
Maybe. I got
Nest
one.
and wire. I got nothing.
Okay. I got one. Maybe. This isn't gonna go well. You got one?
3, I guess so.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Straw. Tree.
Tree and what'd you
I
say?
was gonna
I said
go
straw
Straw?
because straw is the wires that make up a nest.
I was thinking they perch on a wire. They perch in a nest. They perch in a tree.
Oh, you go other places they perch.
Yeah. Okay, so
I go.
straw.
What does a nest and a wire have in common?
Straw and trees. Straw and trees. Okay, I got one.
What?
Yeah. Straw.
Oh,
Trees.
is it obvious?
Yeah. I think it's obvious
Do you
now.
want to go?
No.
I don't know what it is.
She knows what it is.
Well, I'm in between.
Straw and tree.
Okay.
3, 2. 1. Grass.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Leaves? Okay.
What the
Me and
heck?
Josie are on the same wavelength then.
Okay, I have it now.
What? Trees and grass?
Leaves and grass.
Oh, leaves and grass. Leaves and... Oh no. Okay, I got it.
You have it?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Green.
Plants.
Oh no! Okay, I have it.
Green plants? Not... okay.
3, 2, 1.
Cactus.
Chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll and cactus?
That's what makes plants green, bro.
Okay.
We're done.
One more.
Chlorophyll and cactus.
Chlorophyll and cactus. Wait, chlorophyll and cactus. Yeah.
What do you have?
Yeah.
Oh, I have one.
Okay.
You take it.
Okay.
I'm
Wait,
done.
this isn't right. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Photosynthesis.
Let's start with C. Where else can I go?
They both start with C.
That's what I thought you were thinking.
I was not there. What did you say?
Photosynthesis.
I was gonna go like biology.
Photosynthesis.
This is not good. So bad at this. Okay, are you
So what do the letter C and photosynthesis become?
Chlorophyll.
I was gonna say chloroplast.
You can't go back.
Chloroplast was not the
Chloroplast
same.
is not the same.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We're done now. Where's bad?
Okay,
It's
back
bad.
to 5th grade.
Let's go back to 5th grade. What is the process of water turning into vapor called?
Evaporation.
Yeah.
Vapor.
Okay, these are like easy enough that I'm doubting myself. I'm second guessing myself.
What is the tallest mammal on Earth?
Mammal?
Giraffe. I mean, unless we're putting like a blue... Oh, wait, that's a... Yeah, a blue
It's a
whale
mammal.
on its side.
Yeah, I'm gonna say a whale.
But it's not tall, it's long. Because it's that way. It's horizontal, not vertical.
Giraffes.
I think we're overthinking it.
Is it because they're underwater, so they're like negative? Who was the first person to step on the moon?
That's fake.
Didn't happen. Next. It was
Buzz
Arm-
Lightyear.
Neil Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong. I always get
Yep.
Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin mixed up, and so I go somewhere between
No, Buzz Aldrin is another.
He was his little buddy.
He was also on the moon.
Yeah,
Did
but
you
I always get it
confuse
mixed up. I get mixed up which one's which.
We read like a book one time, and it was like, oh, everyone wants to be Neil Armstrong for Halloween, but the one kid just wanted to be Buzz Aldrin. But that wasn't as cool.
He wanted to be Robin.
Yeah.
I love it.
But
I want to be Shrek.
I don't know.
I want to be Shrek.
Do you every year, even if you don't? I mean, obviously, I'm guessing you don't go trick or treating. But do you think about what you would be every single year? 'Cause
Nope.
I do. Every single year, I'm like, what do I want to
Just
be?
Shrek every year.
No, what?
What? What did you want to be?
Well, this year I want to be Shrek. Last year I wasn't anything.
You weren't anything?
Was I?
Apparently
Year
you don't
before-
think about it each year.
No, I'm sure I thought about it, but I wasn't. I didn't do
You
anything.
didn't do anything ever?
Last year?
KOA or anything? What was I last year?
I liked being a ghost. I do like a
Oh.
sheet with a.
I'm also 28
I was the
years
one
old.
slur.
I haven't trick-or-treated since I
You
was
were the one slur.
13.
Oh yeah, I helped you with your one slur thing.
That was a dope costume.
She was the one slur, and her friends all did the Lorax.
What? The what?
Lorax? The
One slur?
Yeah, who chops down the trees?
Yeah, the one slur.
I don't think I know that.
Did you see the Lorax?
Nope.
Uh-huh.
Your face.
You're missing out on life.
Okay.
5th grade.
I wanna do. Isn't the from the Lorax gross? That one. Good morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Remember I had you try to do it on here?
I remember trying it and failing miserably. I gotta practice it more till I can get it, but I can get it for sure. Yeah.
Okay. What is the process of a caterpillar turning into a butterfly called?
Metamorphosis.
Yeah. By
Yeah.
Franz Kafka.
Y'all ever read Metamorphosis?
Yeah, by Franz Kafka.
Yeah.
What's that?
Freaking
Ugh.
weird, man. Freaking weird.
This guy wakes up, and we don't get any before but this guy wakes up and he's like basically a cockroach. He is a cockroach.
He's
a
basically
massive,
a cockroach?
He's a massive cockroach, and then he's the breadwinner, so his family's like, they're all like, dude, they're all like pissed at him because he's no longer the breadwinner, and he gets really gross and he can only eat like rotten milk, and then eventually he dies, and the question is, did he die to like make it easier on his family because he was like a burden?
It's a very
What
weird.
an awful thing.
It's a
Yeah.
very
And then
weird
he dies.
story.
Is it a
And then
kid's
they
book?
like leave.
No, it's a short story, like
Oh.
a American classic short story.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Moving on.
Did you have to read the one about the kid who wished everything would turn to chocolate and then it did? And so every time he ate something, it would just be chocolate.
Oh.
And
Like,
then he ends up like
The chocolate
regretting it.
version of Midas?
Yeah. Mhm.
Weird. No, I did not.
And
have to
then
read
I think
that.
at the end he like gives his mom a kiss on the cheek and she turned to chocolate or something.
No, we did read a short story, though, of this kid who goes down to the river to fish, and while he's at the river, he meets this man who happens to be the devil, and he tries to make a deal or something with that. And then I just remember that this devil person ate a raw fish with fire in his eyes and razor sharp teeth, and the kid was like, huh, don't want this, and he goes running back to his house.
We
Yeah,
We
I
had
don't
to
know.
read a story where these two boys biked down to the river, and then one drowned, and then the other one had to go back and be like, "Oh, I don't know where Daniel is or whatever." And then they
Why do we read such morbid nonsense?
Then they're all like, "Oh, he drowned." And the kid had to like live with guilt, and that was like a 3rd grade level reading book.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I read this short story in college called The Lottery. It was
Oh.
actually a really,
With
really...
the dot
What?
with the dots.
Wait, that sounds familiar.
Wait, explain what it was about.
So, this town holds a lottery every year. And you don't know what the lottery is. And everyone's gathering up for the lottery, and everyone draws. And I forget exactly how it goes about, but you hear the conversation, and at first you think it's like a good thing to win. And this one woman is talking about how it's like, you're doing the best for your town, and it's just amazing thing that you're chosen to win the lottery, and it's your chance to shine, blah blah blah. But then she's chosen, and she freaks out. She's like, "No, it's wrong. It's blah blah blah." And then you find out the lottery is like to be next, and it's just like, wait. And so it kind of was to call along the fact of, like, you can say as much as you can, basically, practicing what you preach. It's like, you're fine with the lottery if it's happening to other people, but as soon as it happens to you, you're going to make a fuss of it. Get your story straight, kind of thing.
That's the one I was talking about. They give them the paper with the dot.
Yeah.
And then it was dope because at the beginning it's like, oh, they stone her to death.
Yeah.
But at the beginning it was like, oh, the children are playing with stones. They're picking up stones for fun. And at the end, the kids are throwing the stones.
Yeah. And so it made it twisted around. It kind of shows, like, your acceptance of how society runs until it affects you negatively.
Oh.
Because we just so blindly follow along with things, and that it's not a big deal, and then until it, like I said, until it adversely affects you, it's just like you're not actually paying attention to how horrible it is that whatever society is doing.
Was this a short story?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yep. So yeah, she's just like, oh yeah, kids are playing, it's such a beautiful day, and blah, 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 and just going about her merry life until she's the one chosen. It's like, wait a second. Yeah. It was I really actually liked it. It was morbid and horrible, but it was a really good narration on society.
It was cool because they had, like, at first it was, like, families. So when her family gets called up, she's like, oh, wait, can't we have her daughter, like, join in? And they're like, no, because your daughter's married. She has to go with her husband. So she, like, wanted more odds to not be picked. So she would rather her daughter. She was like, no, bring our daughter in. And they're like, no, your daughter's not a part of it anymore.
Dang.
So she would, like, wanted her daughter to be picked instead of her so she wouldn't get stoned.
I talked about the pearl one on here, right? The pearl?
Yeah.
I forgot what it was about.
I don't remember either.
I don't know.
Well, this guy was, like, a pearl hunter. Not hunter. He would, like, sell pearls, and then one day he finds, like, this huge pearl, and then his whole life, like, gets turned around for better, for worse, for sickness, for health, for death.
That's a parable. That's quite literally a parable.
I don't remember what happens. I think his son died.
Oh.
Well, there's a parable in the Bible about how when you collect all these pearls and you find the most amazing pearl, that you sell all the other ones. And no, okay.
I don't know that one.
It's a parable. Yeah.
Well,
Preach.
To say, like, you can collect all these wonderful things in your life and you think they're wonderful until you actually find the one thing that is actually of value, that you're willing to give up everything for it. And, like, that's what like the kingdom of God is. It's like recognizing what you truly have and what's meaningful, and willing to say, oh yeah, this stuff actually is meaningless when I have this thing. Yeah. Okay, anyway, moving on.
Going back to the riffs, I got the I'm working day because I'm a singer.
Oh, he looks so cute. Around my finger.
Glorious.
It's annoying.
You guys are the new Sabrina Carpenters. Next.
Oh. Who wrote the Harry Potter book series?
Okay, what are these questions?
Next. J.K. Rowling.
What is the capital of Australia?
Sydney.
Oh.
Is it?
I don't know. Sure.
I have no clue.
So I just know Sydney Opera House.
Canberra.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
Yep.
What is the process by which plants make their food?
Photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis. Who wrote the famous play Romeo and Juliet?
What the heck? Shakespeare?
I have no idea. I was just gonna say I loved reading Shakespeare.
Romeo's a creep.
Yeah. What was the one? The one Shakespeare short story? Did you read it?
He has a short
Catacombs. It was like a short. Yeah.
This isn't Shakespeare.
Who was it?
Is this Edgar Allan Poe? Where the guy, like, locks the other guy in the catacombs?
That wasn't Shakespeare?
No.
Shakespeare doesn't write short stories.
Is he still alive?
It was like Shakespeare
Maybe.
5.
Then it was probably Edgar Allan Poe.
Why did I think? Yeah, you're probably right.
Y'all read The Fall of the House of Usher?
Montes.
No.
You should have
What am I
wrong.
It starts with an M. Cask of Amontillado.
Amontillado? The
Yeah,
Cask
it's
of
that
Amontillado? I loved that one.
By who?
Edgar
Edgar.
Allan.
Edgar.
Mr. Poe.
Mr. Poe. I like him. He's weird.
Tinky Winky. Dipsy.
Telltale
I
Heart.
saw.
La la.
Did you guys have to
Oh.
read those All Summer in a Day?
No.
No.
It was so sad. This girl goes to. She used to live on Earth, and then she goes to Venus, and it only has sun for like an hour once every 7 years.
Oh, you told me about
So
this.
she's like, oh, I miss the sun so much. And they write a poem, and they're like, write about what you think the sun's going to be like. And she's like, the sun. I just watched a summary of it on TikTok yesterday because I came across it. But it was like, the sun is a flower that only blooms for an hour. And everyone was like, your poem sucks. You don't know. You're a liar. And she's like, so she gets bullied. So the next day, it's the sun come out day. And they all bully her, and they lock her in a closet. And then they go out in the sun time, and they forget she's in the closet. And so they all are like, it's like euphoric. They're all like, oh my gosh, sun's amazing. And then they go back out, and they realize like, oh my gosh, we bullied this girl for seeing the sun, and it was like best thing ever. And we just can take, like, she was depressed not seeing the sun. We just ruined this for her. And then the story ends with them just opening up the closet to let her out.
That's so awful.
I hate
That's
everything
so
about that.
stupid.
I hate it.
was like,
That sucks.
I hate it. I hate it. Moving on.
What is the capital of France?
Why are we doing this? Paris. Why was geography?
I'm just doing them in order.
Okay.
If a backyard is 50 feet long and 20 feet
Hey,
wide,
we ain't doing math. We don't do math
how many
here.
square feet is the yard? Do you just multiply
50
it?
by 20. 1,000.
They put in a stock photo of a yard.
I hate math. I
1,000
refuse to do
square
it.
feet.
You know what I've never had to figure out? The height of a flagpole based off its shadow.
Oh,
And the
yeah.
and the
What
angle of
heck
the
is
sun.
that about?
Ugh.
Didn't you hate when like you didn't put the units and you get points off because you didn't write feet? You just put like 10.
Or I hate when it doesn't give you units and you just have to write units.
Oh my god, that's so irritating. No, I remember taking a math test and being so bad at math that I actually, just in the middle of the test, I walked up to my teacher and I was like, take the points off, show me how to do this. I don't know what I'm doing. And he did the math problem right in front of me. He like took the points off and whatever, and he did the math problem for me.
Wow.
And I still didn't understand.
That's so valid.
Hate math. Too many exceptions, too many
Yeah.
rules.
Next.
In classical music, what instruments usually comprise a string quartet?
Violin. Cello.
Bass. Bass?
A bass cello?
Oh, never mind.
Are you it's a,
Never mind.
violin, cello.
this
The
is so
four?
hard.
Viola.
2 violins, viola, and a cello.
Hey, I had him at least.
I was thinking. My mind went to cello.
Bum, bum, bum.
On the periodic table, which element is represented by the letter N?
Nitrogen.
Yeah. Oops. How many feet are there in 75 yards? 75 times 3.
That's math. I don't do that.
225 feet. In what month do Americans go trick-or-treating?
October.
Oh, look how cute they are.
These are weird
Little
questions.
kids. Well, these are 5th grade questions. What gas do humans need in order to live?
Oxygen. Can we get like...
The air we breathe is not even mostly oxygen. It's mostly nitrogen.
Yeah. Can we get like legitimately hard questions?
You want a hard question?
Yeah. I guess 5th grade questions are a little bit boring.
Also, when you like stop breathing, like when you're choking or whatever, or whenever you can't breathe, it's not the lack of oxygen that kills you.
Is the CO?
Yeah.
2?
CO
CO
times 2.
Okay. What American pilot was the first person to exceed the speed of sound in an airplane?
Freaking
Okay. Relevancy?
How many pecks equal
Who?
1 bushel? Chuck Yeager?
2.
4.
Darn it.
To the nearest 1,000, how fast is the speed of light in miles per second?
64.
186,000 miles per second. True or false? The country of Madagascar is an island located in the Pacific Ocean.
True.
False.
Why is it false?
I don't know. How many planets in our solar system have a circumference larger than Earth's? We just talked about this the other night.
4.
Yeah. Was that a guess? You knew that.
100% a guess.
What was
I could
the
have
name-
figured it out, but...
What was the name of the person who founded the Red Cross?
Arnold.
Clara Barton.
I was gonna say it's a chick.
Yeah, a man wouldn't do that. Fireworks were invented in what country during the 17th century?
China. I don't know.
China.
Is it? I know they got the quiet ones.
What is the approximate diameter of Earth in miles?
64.
You think Earth is 64 miles around?
No, I just said it
64 and a half.
In diameter?
again. 64.2.
79,000 miles.
That's close.
How do you spell the name of the U.S. coin that's worth 5 cents?
Nickel.
I don't know what. Yeah. It's a weird question.
It's
What is...
EL.
Yeah.
Damn.
What is the only word that's not in the predicate of the following sentence?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Skip.
That's easy.
Wait. Say
What is the only word that's not in the predicate of the following sentence?
Oh.
Lizzie threw her grammar book at the wall.
Lizzie.
Really? Oh, you're right.
There's a predicate's verb and after.
Right. True or false? The plural form of the word roof is roofs.
Like with a V? No.
You're correct.
Like boobs.
Oh, that was first grade level. This is now second grade level?
Oh, sweet lord.
Where do the commas belong in the following no, that's stupid. I can't.
Oh, how do you feel about the Oxford comma?
Love it.
Love it. Has to
I would
happen.
date it. I would date it.
Yeah.
I know people don't.
If people
Mamas
don't do it, they're
do
just
all the
wrong.
time.
It's just wrong.
How many consonants are in the word acronym?
Wait. A, C, R. So there's 2, O, 3. Well, if we're counting Y, 4, 5.
4. Y is technically a semi-vowel.
See, I don't like that. Mm-mm. Don't like that.
Questions.
And you know why they only do that? Because they say every word has to have a vowel. Well, there's rhythm. And they're like, we're just going to toss Y into the sometimes category to make the rule work. And I'm like, don't do that. Let rhythm be the exception.
Hymns. A sentence, true or false, a sentence cannot contain both a past tense and a future tense verb.
False.
Correct. What kind of word describes how, where, or when?
An adverb?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was good.
4th grade level.
I
What is a prepositional phrase in this sentence?
don't like that.
I like the movie about the princess.
About the princess.
Do you know all the prepositions in that song?
About, above, across,
Can you
under,
do
along,
it?
among, around, at, before, beside, between, against, within, within, up, beneath, and through, during, under, in, and to, over, of, up to, toward, up, on, near, for, from, except, by, with, behind, below, and down.
I love that. I love that. Preposition, starting with the a, above. I don't remember it though.
No, ours is Yankee Doodle.
As pretty as a picture is an example of what type of figure of speech?
Simile.
I would have gotten there had you given me half a second more.
5th grade level. What is a subordinating conjunction in the following sentence?
Why is it always English? I don't like it.
They lost the competition because they didn't practice.
Because they did what didn't, yeah, that.
What is the root word of the word indecision?
In.
Decision.
Decide.
Oh, the root word. Okay. I was doing the wrong way.
The figurative language in the following sentence is called what? She has a heart of gold.
Metaphor.
That, yeah. Yeah.
Agree.
Okay, I guess
Great.
we're back to 1st grade. How many continents are there?
7.
Name the 4 major oceans.
Pacific, Atlantic, Indian.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
What continent are the pyramids of Giza located in?
Africa.
If you take a plane from California to Hawaii, what ocean will you fly over?
Pacific.
Which U.S. city is known as the city of brotherly love?
Alabama. No, that is,
Oh.
I know it. It's not San Francisco. Is it?
Whoa, bub.
Mm-hmm.
It's Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. There it is. I was on the wrong side of the country.
I refresh my page. What is the smallest continent?
Wait. North America, South America, shoot, doo-doo. Europe, Asia,
Shoot, to
Africa, too. Is it Europe?
Australia.
Australia! I'm an idiot.
The Danube River is located on what continent? Danube?
Is it, Asia?
Europe.
Europe? It was one of the 7 continents, I knew that.
What is the capital of Wisconsin? You don't know?
No, I don't know.
What?
I forgot all that after 5th grade.
What? Huh?
Medicine.
Medicine.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah.
How many time zones does Russia have?
4. 7. 14.
11.
Shoot.
Dang. How many countries are there in North America?
2. 3.
23.
North America? Wait. What else is in there?
Wait. Oh my god. Everyone, I think, always goes for Canada, America, and Mexico, but there are a ton at the bottom. There's like the Dominican Republic, there's Panama, there's this, that, the other. Yeah, that was dumb.
Mount 2. Mount 2.
What?
When you said 2. Mount Vesuvius destroyed which
Pompeii.
city in 79 AD when it erupted?
That is one of my special interests, is Pompeii.
I love that. Did you see they're making like a virtual?
Yes.
Yeah.
We did parkour in Pompeii.
You did what?
Everyone was doing parkour. Like jumping on shit.
Oh my god.
Oh, you went there?
Yeah, I went to Pompeii. I was, bro.
You've been there?
We're getting TMI. Yeah. When I went to Italy.
I didn't know she went.
Okay, so my friend, she always has, like, stomach issues. Like, she's, like, I don't know, she's, like, lactose intolerant, but things will just make her stomach upset. So we're in Italy, and she's like, this is great, my stomach's fine. Like, I've never been pooping so good. Meanwhile, I'm on, my poop schedule is very regular.
You mean when you're home?
Yeah, when I'm home. So I'm in Italy, different time zone, eating different food. We're walking everywhere. There was no, like, break time. So I was backed up. So Pompeii's, like, day 6, and I probably only pooped once. So I was so...
You're toxic, bro.
I was so bad.
You're toxic waste
It
at that
was so
point.
bad. So it was the hottest day we were there, but I had to keep my jacket on because I was so bloated. It looked like I had a baby. It was so bad, and I was in so much pain. And so we go to Pompeii.
You erupted it again?
Yup, I blew up Pompeii.
You're not serious, bro. Oh my god.
So we do all of Pompeii, and we were being menaces. Like, everyone was jumping around, being so noisy, and then they were like, you guys were one of the greatest American classes we've ever had, and we were like, how? Like, we were being so bad. Anyways, so we go to the gift shop, and then they're like, okay, we're gonna leave in 10 minutes, and I'm like...
Now's my time.
So, I go to the bathroom, and it's a pay to get in, and I didn't have money, so
You pay to go to the bathroom?
In Europe, you have to pay to go to the bathroom.
Mount Vesuvius.
Everywhere, basically everywhere.
How much?
Like
25 cents or something?
is it cents? In,
Euros.
No, but like equivalent to.
yeah, I had to pay, like a few coins. I don't know.
That's crazy.
But then they have like $2 coins. I don't really remember. Anyways, so John Engel's walking out. So I hop this because there was no one there. So I hopped the bathroom thing.
Is that?
And
Did you
then
get in trouble for that?
no one was. I didn't. Americans. It was fine.
Americans.
Americans do whatever.
I
they
think
want.
John just like held the door open for me. Whatever.
All right.
So then I go in, and then a girl leaves, and I'm like, okay. So I blew up Pompeii times 2.
Oh my god.
And then I walk out, and everyone's gone. Everyone left the gift shop.
Yeah, I would evacuate as well.
I had to walk up alone, and then I don't know. Everyone was just like, "Oh hey."
Oh my god.
was
That's
so bad.
hilarious.
It was so bad.
That poor city has been through that.
I love that you took over our poop stories for the
We always do.
we always do
poop
poop
stories.
stories, so Josie's been initiated.
I didn't know if that was too much, but
Nope,
I don't really
that's
care.
never too much.
It's
I
so
love that.
annoying having guy friends because if I'm in the bathroom for more than 2 seconds, they're like, "Yo, Mary's taking a dump in there."
My manager did that.
It's so embarrassing because
I
you're
go to the
not.
bathroom. I come out. He's like, "You go poop."
No!
I'm like, dude, you're my manager. Stop.
But did you?
Yeah.
See, I won't poop if people are around, so
Oh, there was no option. I had to.
I'm just
It was
like, dude,
happening.
whatever. I'm decompressing. I'm hanging out. I'm
Yeah.
putting chapstick on.
You would have exploded after.
Yeah, because I
Pompeii.
can't poop when I'm away from
Well, we had to
home.
get up at like 6 in the morning, and then you had like 10 minutes to get ready, and with a shared bathroom. So
We're naming this "I Blew Up Pompeii."
no, yeah, everyone's gonna know it's me.
That's amazing. Next. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Next, we can wrap up.
No, I want one more question. I want to be smart.
You
I want
want
to
a
end up
good
on
one, or you want
yeah.
just the next one?
No, I want a good one.
All right.
I want to pretend
It
I'm
started
smart.
out with dreams
Whoa, that's interesting.
Dreams to poop.
I'm just gonna ask you this one. It doesn't have to be the last one. What is Earth's only natural satellite?
What?
What is Earth's only
The North
natural
Pole.
satellite?
I don't know
Is
what
it
that
gonna
means.
be like the core of the
It's
Earth?
the moon. That's so cute.
That's so weird.
That's adorable.
That's such a weird way to write.
It's a natural
to put
satellite. Think about it. True or false? A platypus is a mammal.
That. True.
That is true. True or false? A porcupine is a type of rodent.
True.
True.
It is true. Whoa, typically a person has how many baby teeth as a kid?
24.
No, like 36 or something.
20.
Okay. Oh wait, 36 adult teeth.
That's so many. What is another name for the North Star?
Polaris. I want to feel really smart.
What is the name of the scale that is used to measure earthquake intensity?
Uh,
The Richter scale.
I knew
Why
that.
did I think that was for like spiciness? What's
Kelvin? Oh wait, no, that's
Um.
not that. That's Scoville.
Oh, that's that
Scoville.
one. What blood type is known as universal recipient?
Oh, negative.
Wait.
Oh wait,
That's
recipient.
donor.
That's donor.
Um,
Oh, positive is recipient.
it's AB,
AB
positive.
positive.
It says AB.
Oh.
Lame.
Okay, I recall the
Yeah.
thing, the
You were
video
on, you
of
were on
the.
the path.
Yeah, I was getting there. I just needed to name a couple more before I got it right.
Approximately how long does it take for the moon to make one full orbit around the Earth?
Isn't it
30
190 days?
1 month. What is the most abundant element in the universe? In the universe.
Carbon. Nitrogen. Chlorophyll.
It's not an element.
Wait, what? I thought you just said what's the most abundant element?
Hydrogen.
Yeah, it's like chlorophyll's not an element.
Oh, okay.
It's hydrogen. But here you go, Danielle. What typically green chemical is found in plants used photosynthesis to turn sunlight into energy?
Chloroplasts.
No. There are 3 basic types of muscle tissue in the human body. Smooth, skeletal, and what's the third?
Oh, I should know this,
Smooth.
and I'm blanking.
Skeletal.
Ribbed. I have no idea.
I know I should know this. Wait.
I'm waiting. I'm not saying anything.
I 100% should know this, considering it's my job.
You want me to tell you?
It's not like cardiac,
Sucks.
is it?
It is cardiac.
Okay.
Sure.
Alveoli are located in what organ of the human
Lungs.
body?
Love them!
Mm.
Love alveoli! Reginald is staring at me. Oh my gosh. Chill, dude. Chill.
Okay, we're done. This page keeps refreshing.
Okay. Well, I don't feel very smart.
You don't? You did
unfortunate.
good.
Yeah, I wanted
Two
like a
countries
real.
in North
I wanted
America.
like a really random one that like, why do you know that? Like you're just some smart. Like what do you mean? Like
We should
those
do,
were all
like,
pretty
another
basic.
TV show one.
Oh yeah.
Stop doing that.
Why?
It's probably loud.
My bad.
With the echo.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Turn the echo all the way.
Yeah. Okay.
Comment down below since you can do that now.
Do we have any new countries on board?
I don't think so.
No. Losers. Oh, wait. We might have to log in. I might have to have you... I think you need to log in for me because I don't remember.
Okay.
Okay. Talk at you next week, folks.
Bye.
Adios, senoritas. Okay, bye.
Do you want to say bye? Bye.